can travel through time and space to summon a group. Just now Zhu Youjian traveled to Yang Le Chao. The hope of a new daimyo being born was cut off. Gun in the hall. This exquisite gun line is definitely not a first-generation product. At least it has reached the industrial level of 180. The vermilion bird is pointed at the lantern 50 meters away. Just one shot. The accuracy of killing stone is not as high as that of Hai. Grandson, what's the anger? The anger of the Shenjiing equipment. It's not even 1/10,000th as angry as this. This is to set the maximum distance of the gun to 1 mile away. We focus on the current industrial level. Prevent the gun line from coming out with accuracy and power. Barely halfway. It's already exceeded expectations. A mile away there is this art. What is a rutai? What is wool yang gui? What is valabite? They are just high-level players. Da Sun, after this Xian Tang gun was made, can you give some to the ancestors? Look. This is really hard for the ancestor. The military equipment is so poor that the prince. You have to be a squire to make up for it. Don't worry, ancestor. Gao will be fine. But the cost of making this kind of fire is high. Of course it was paid for by young Lechao. But my prince, I sold furniture on the street a few days ago. Even the things in my palace. He has a lot of missiles. The palace is so poor that it can't even make ends meet. Then I'll count on you to see if you can take the picture first. Wait until the real nest is found before the damage. This gun is of little use in front of the grave. I'll take you to a place first. Where is your eldest son's red tide? Because the high roller woman. The whole place is in a corner of a side hall of the Palace of Humanity. Whispering. Your big eyes are filled with helplessness and despair. Today, there are more than 30 people who are engaged in the study of Tibetan culture in the underground pit. On the day of death, I want to engrave my name in the courtyard. I want to mistake Yin Chengtang. The crying sound is so loud. Who? Close the arrow. The large emperor was blown up. The large emperor was blown up. Jali woman recorded the expression of Peking opera. Looking at the two people who suddenly appeared. Emperor in dragon robe. Full of royal mouth. Hurry up and curl up into a ball. Don't be afraid. Lazu training Shang Tian highly. Maintain the unacceptable. Should be abolished. Da Sun Wan. This training is a series of. This is just a simple. Yongle Kai Geek's order to abolish training power. Good. Let's go to Hungwu later. I'm glad to see you on this stall. You have to take all the exams. No problem. Father. My second uncle and third uncle rushed back from the front line. I have been in the palace for several years. With the big leather soldiers. Looks like someone with bad intentions. Get all the people you assigned out of here. Your second uncle and third uncle are mixing prices. I dare not fight in front of your grandfather Ling. Father. What kind of personalities are second uncle and third uncle? You know best. These 3 or 2 people brought their troops into the palace. Brother, I will never honestly worship the emperor. I must use the emperor's grandfather to fake his collapse. Me does not tell the truth. A mouthful. You have such an idea. How about letting you be the emperor? To execute what I should do. Is it possible? Father. You know I don't mean that. You. Don't play those games anymore. Read more books. This location is not a problem. Once you kill it, you can be stable. Submit me to go over. See how your second and third uncles are making trouble. And I obey your order. Zhu Jiaoxu complexion. Kneeling in front of the large emperor's Guanguo. The king of Zhao kneeling beside him. Zhu Jiaoxu's fierce eyes. Constantly sweeping the palace. It would be nice if the second and third brothers came back. It's good to be back. Yes. I couldn't follow your yard halfway. Boss, you feel sad. Second brother. How can you push me, your brother, like this? But the pearl is high and empty, and the words are close to the past. Let him not feel sad. So many years. He once had the intention to kill. These 2 blood-blooded brothers can't live to this day. What are you going to do? Someone is here to escort you. The king of Han just stood up. You are busy convicting your second uncle. The big job is anxious to kill your 2 uncles. Need gibberish. What do you want to ask, brother? Just say it. Father. The strange thing is not to announce the funeral. This is the original royal Nida Kudang. Things that are hard to explain. Why did you run into the gun? Good bad. I ask you. What was the origin of the emperor's illness? Not long ago, my father and I went to the account was injured in the military intelligence. Why is there a sudden rumor of illness? Could it be a decree left by the great emperor? Unwilling to comply. Emperor large front. What purpose was left behind? We must let everyone in the world understand. Second brother, you have been leading troops in battles for many years, so you should know it best. Hand and brain disease on the battlefield. The blow of the century is immeasurable. This is the result of several generals' joint grief. The emperor did not leave any instructions. Canada cannot be without a leader for a day. A country cannot live without an army. I abide by reason in the great Emperor Zero era. Boss, you are really good at grabbing money and being polite. The previous emperor had already deposed the crown prince. The thoughts of the powerful King Chuzhen. And it was mentioned many times in the military. Why is it that you have no purpose now? This year, the bad third brother is still treading water. The fat father and son both smiled bitterly at Shi. Dare to resign in front of the late emperor. Second uncle, third uncle, aren't you afraid of 100 years later? Did Wen see Grandpa Huang in the underground? Let's put it bluntly. We came here today. I didn't plan to go back alive. Dach Hezi, don't you want to kill your 2 uncles? I'll give you this opportunity today. Get started. This old man wants to die. Good. If you have the guts, chop me up. Dad, you're not dead. You just said that you were stuck. That's right. My son doesn't dare. Zhu Gao hopes to see. I saw the Prince of Shao, Zhu Jiasui. It's already expensive. No anger. When did the old man come out? You are in trouble. Too many. I can't get off. What are you afraid of? Before the Guanguo. You're going to have to raise your head to let the crown prince block you. It's a breeze. Zhu Zanji. Sewer is here. Give me your knife to kill him. Realize the resistance. Emperor Grandpa Sewer Zunzi. Dad, big fold. You guys really come. Uncle, run faster. I'm stopping calling you. The imperial subjects cannot be called. Zhu Zanji replaced the knife with a bottle of knife. Dad, please make this kid stop. This kid is young and vigorous. I got so high that I was really beaten to death by my second brother. Dad, you put your hopes on him. We can't let him bear the reputation of the bloody sea. Third brother, please persuade him. Zhao Wang Zhu Jiasui's heart beat fast when he heard this. The atmosphere dare not pass a breath. Not to mention pleading for my second brother. Third brother, you have never succeeded. Dad, I know I was wrong. Okay, cry, I'll kneel down. Zhu Gao's cheer removal. Kneeling down at the door. He really felt the fear of death just now. With this head, I'm totally out of mood. Zhu Zanji unconsciously put away his sword and regained his senses. Second uncle, don't hate me. It's really difficult for the imperial subjects. Boss, how's your health? I'm fine, Dad. I hope you are still alive. I have peace of mind knowing you are here. I'm fine as long as I'm alive. If I'm alive, you won't be able to become the emperor. Dad, as long as Dad is alive. My son is the prince for life. All willing, no other wishes. Gao Qi is the most filial son in the world. Zhu Gao went to kneel down and saw this. Eyes spitting fire, teeth about to break. Next, let Zhu Gao go to the more rapid one. Has the year been decided? Reply to Huang Zan Ding Hong Xi. Good. Crown Prince Zhu Jiokai's filial piety moves heaven and earth. Too idle to show. Properly follow God's will. Scared into a star, the Crown Prince's camera. Change people to red tin. The name of the country is Jungu, the God of Heaven. You can show your remaining skills at any time. And wait for the future. We need to have the same heart and support the new army of Zhou without any thanks. Do more. Brother Huang, please rest assured. Not allowed. When to bite. Daimyo. It's yours. The heavy needle at the end of Chuanyu's fame can travel through time and space to change the left center. Just now, Zhu Youjian takes Zhu De through the red tin stir-fry. Let Zhu De see the filial piety of the eldest brother Zhu Jie's he. Zhu Youjian is teasing the young high-income woman. Almost all questions are answered. Let her know soon. Her name is Chuan Xiao and she is 14 years old. Talented. Exposure to Chinese culture since childhood. Can speak some Oku. There's no place for you here. Let's temporarily fry the needle. Good from the needle stir-fry national sports business. Opening a substitute for death Xianzi 10 years. From the needle to the national sports business. Opening a substitute for death, 14th year of Zheng Tong. Okay, no need to open two space-times. Did this mean that the steam engine was successfully developed?
Yeah!
De son, you are right. The second and third children are really different from the eldest child. Every piece dare not go to the boss's red. The traces of the people are pure and thin, and everyone knows it. Zhu Jieokai, who has finished his work in Hengzi space-time. The red brick machine appeared in the small world. This is my famous advanced. The military kings of all dynasties can think of Zhao Ji, the emperor of the heavy needle. Enter this realm. The beautiful jade that has seen the traces of people in the red tin land in October. Crown Book Hishi. October's traces. May I ask your majesty the heavy needle? Is this what I want to do? May of the first year of Hengzi. Zhu Jieokai died. Middle-aged 48 years old. October again. Extract taxes from the people and reduce taxes on the rich. Improve green laws and prohibit abuse of criminal law. Miao House trace is hidden in the line of 130. Behind is the trace of Yue October. Thank you for your advice, His Majesty. I heard that my father can live for 10 months. Your Majesty is the ancestor. Is there any way to save my father's life? You can give it a try. Once this was said, it instantly attracted Lao Zhu's attention. Since the return of Hengzi Dynasty, if you know your qualifications, you will be exterminated within 3 years. There is always a yin pulse in my heart that cannot be controlled. But it requires Prince Hengzi to pay a small price. I'm willing to pay any price. The prince is not poor son Ruao Yi. Dare to ask the ancestors. What does this have to do with prolonging my dad's stinking life? The secret of heaven cannot be leaked. Zhu Zanji wants to say something else. But the old Zhu Di and Zhu Jieokai Chen's Hong's eyes. Pressure on shoulders. And I asked my father to come down. Deposed Tai Jinping. Allow. Hengzi Dynasty National Sports. Let's talk about Li Xiaodao first. Let me first talk about it precisely. That is, all the medicines that can be made by hand. And enhance the efficacy of various drugs. Zhu Youjian spread his hands. Generally, simple fertilizer medicine appears in your hand. I thought about my fat body. I may not be able to accept such stimulation. I made a mistake again because Angong Niu Huang played. This drug player is restrained. Then this episode of Pan Jian Fei Yao. You imply taking. Daily Sanli. Note. This thing is easy to pull oil. Let prevention be daily. How many pounds of muscle should you prepare? Beef. Practical vegetable farming. Take with you. Get your weight under control first. Zhu Jiaokai went down immediately. A piece of Angong Nai Huang. I just felt that I had lost 70% of my dignity. The whole person feels refreshed. Accept it easily.